Well, hello and welcome to another Daily Dominion. Unfortunately, I cannot sacrifice all too much sleep, so I will rush through this a bit. I think I will skip the discussion of the cards. You can read them right here, like the read through of the cards. What you should note is that this kingdom has a bunch going on. There's sickness, a prophecy that will trigger off of poets, of 5 poets being played. There is Shepherd that you could go for draw, Remake for trashing. If we look at the kingdom plot, it shows that there's almost everything there. There is draw in Hunting Party, Imperial Envoy, Litter, Shepherd, and also Tormentor can give you imps. There is stuff to gain via, well, the boons from Bard or Idol you can get. And there's somewhat finicky plus buy in Imperial Envoy, as it gives you 2 net on play. And there's one minor synergy of Remake and Night Watchman, where you can, because Night Watchman is gained to your hand, you can remake an estate into a Night Watchman and then into a 4-cost card immediately. There is, yeah, a bunch of stuff. Sickness is a really powerful or annoying prophecy once it triggers. Like having to either gain a curse or discard 3 cards, like not discard down to 3 cards, but 3 cards net, is really detrimental and slows down the game. So you want to be ready for it. And yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to play out. My game plan. So the question is probably whether you will go for Shepherd early or not. And if you go for Shepherd early, I don't think you want to open Remake. And if you go for Shepherd, if you don't go for Shepherd early, then you might trash the estates first, and then only later get, when you have green, get the Shepherd draw in. So I'm not super convinced about either. I think opening wise, I've done this quick sketch. I think on the 5-2 you open a Tormentor. It's very natural. Get a few imps in the deck to speed yourself up. And on the 4-3, nothing really stands out. Shepherd Silver is kind of risky, as you might pair the Shepherd up with only non-green cards. But it can also work out and cycle you through your first shuffle pretty quickly. Poet is also fine, but I don't think triggering the sickness is all too enticing early if you want to go for a stable deck. And yeah, as I said, if you want to skip out on your early Shepherd draw, you might go just for Remake and go for a very thin deck with a few hunting parties and idols and Litter and Imperial Envoys. But yeah, I'm not very convinced about anything. I think we're going for the Shepherd thing. And well, this is already not a good sign, as we see 4 here. Well, at least Shepherd bottom decks and doesn't pair up with this kind of stuff. AI goes for the Night Watchman trick, gains 2 poets. So yeah. So now here's a question: do we want to go for Hunting Party again, or do we trash 2 coppers? I think we can trash 2 coppers on the next turn, because hitting 3 is not super enticing, and we know we have the hunting party here, which might be able to pick up the Shepherd. Perfect. We will get to the bottom of the shuffle, play the Remake here, and for 4 we can now pick up a poet ourselves. Or does this want to be another Shepherd? I think it wants to be a poet. Here we just trash 2 coppers and be fine with it. We need to be careful about payload, but we can always remodel like the poet into an idol or something like that. And yeah, this is looking all right. Now AI is getting a bunch of poets played, so signals will trigger in like 2 turns, or actually here. And yeah, well, um, can play this. This is nice that we draw here. And here, I think this wants to be either idle or litter. Litter would have the nice effect that we could, in principle, play the remake, trash the poet, and afterwards maybe draw the idol in a perfect scenario. So I think that's the way. I also think litter, doesn't, it's all right here. And we do want to gain a curse here, I think, just to be able to draw. Let's keep this poet. It's not optimal seeing it here, but I think we have enough hunting parties down there that we might be able to do good stuff. Yep, exactly. We get to trash poet and curse, and we will be able to find the idol. And even get one of those estates drawn off the top. And now here's already the question for what's next. So does this want to be an Imperial Envoy already? What is the remake going to trash next turn? Yeah, I think Imperial Envoy is fine, but not great because we don't really have the money in our deck yet. Could also just be a gold or another idol to annoy AI a bit more. And then next turn we pick up the Imperial Envoy. Actually not super opposed to buying a gold here. Because the 2 debt off of the Imperial Envoy would be really a lot. So yeah, let's go for the gold. I think it's fine. Here we'll discard, I think, remake Copper Idol. Hopefully find the Shepherd with some good stuff. Yeah, not good stuff, unfortunately. But enough to pick up the Imperial Envoy now. I think we do want more hunting party after this. Yeah, this is a nice draw. Here we can gain a curse as we will be able to remake it. And yeah, go for the Imperial Envoy now. Hunting party can pick this up. And yeah, we get to thin one more copper, which boons could hurt us. I remember this one fateful game where I had this awful Wind's Gift. But the River's Gift is actually really nice. Yeah, we have 9. And there's a question now, how do we want to keep improving our deck? I think we just need more money at this point. Like draw-wise, we should be fine, but of course there can always be somewhat annoying draws. Yeah, let's pick up an idol to also trash the to also curse the AI a bit maybe. And then next turn, yeah, we can. I think that's good. This is a really good draw once again off the top of our shuffle. And the AI trashes Copper and Curse, gets the Wind's Gift, has to discard, like draw and drew 1 card, but had to discard 2 cards. The AI has already thinned all of its estates. Yeah, but let's gain a curse once again. Play the litter, play the hunting party, more hunting party, and is there anything we could do with gaining and playing? I guess we could gain and play a silver. Like trash and yeah, I think we can first draw up, then remake curse and estate into silver, and then we can rebuy the estate this turn. And that should be good, right? This way we'll have a bunch of money. Yeah, I think I like this. Swamp's Gift is good, but not like super great, but pretty fine. And yeah, do we want to rebuy this estate even, or do we just want to put in 2 hunting parties for extra reliability? I think at this point, 2 hunting parties might be the most reliable way of ensuring we draw the next turns. AI gains a curse, we gain a curse, and then we curse the AI again. And that should be really nice. But AI also draws its deck. Currently, I think it's lacking a bit in payload, right? It's it trashes the curses. No, or what am I saying? It has 11 money, but it doesn't have an Imperial Envoy. It does have the litter. Yeah, but we do get to draw a bit here. Hopefully we can find the litter soon. Oh, actually I should have played this later, but it doesn't really matter. We get to litter a bit and just trash out curse and copper this turn, or what do we want to do? We could also trash out the estate and go for another silver, or we could go for another 4-cost card like a shepherd, but I think I like this. And this Imperial Envoy is really expensive. But we do get another buy, and we might use this actually to buy an estate. Weird as it sounds, buy a estate might be a bit too cute. Yeah, we can just remain being solid by... What does this want to be? And the thing is, we're pretty dependent on the litter Imperial Envoy lining up. In principle, we could also just go for... We have 10 money now, which is not a lot. I could go... gold is better than idle by now, because the cursing is out. I guess the idle can still, in principle, give us good things. But maybe it's just gold and shepherd. This feels pretty bad. Let's go hunting party idle. I think that might be a good way to go. We might not even draw this turn. AI takes the last curse, but gets pretty clean overall, I think. And now sickness is essentially over. We are cured as the curses are out, and now it doesn't matter anymore who gets to do the sickness stuff. I would have loved to do some setups with Night Watchman, but so far really there hasn't been the opportunity to do so. AI trashes more and more, probably goes for gold. It skips on Imperial Envoy, which is a mistake in my book. But yeah, maybe we could also do some remake action this turn. Does this want to be some remake action is the question. Could remake... we could remake idle into gold. Actually, that doesn't sound too bad, right? Remaking both of the idols into golds, as the cursing really doesn't matter anymore. I mean, this of course is not the best way to draw them with the hunting parties if you already have golden in hand, but the Imperial Envoy comes last. So we still have 1 here. And here, now we can discard this for a gold. And I think by now we want to start greening. So we put in 1 more shepherd and 1 on enter first province. And I think this deck is looking rather solid. I'm looking at the recording, just cross-checking. that I didn't forget to get the opening hints or the kingdom plot away. But yeah, again, this draw looks fairly decent that we have off the top of our shuffle. The AI, the AI that does have enough money to probably solidly province, but we are aiming for even more, right? So we get to play litter. Well, we will draw through. Do we want to remake this shepherd into anything? We could remake shepherd is so my thought process is, do we want to even go for like triple province, something like that? Or are we just happy with what we're at right now? We could remake the shepherd into idol and the idol into gold again. Which would bring us closer to double province. Right now we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, minus 3, 10, plus. Yeah, I think I like that. Just go for province shepherd this turn again. Yeah. This seems fine. Tormentor, really, we don't have the terminal space for, otherwise I might go for it. But yeah, going for another idol and another gold is alright. Get to draw, play the idol, and we have enough for double province, but I think province shepherd should be safer. Yeah, I didn't realize we had so much gold, actually. It might be a bit on the heavy side. But the nice thing about Hunting Party is that it will just skip over the golds and find our other key cards that we need. It might be a reason to turn the other idol also into a gold. The one we just got. And yeah, maybe turn one of the other shepherd into another duchy and then buy double shepherd or something like that. Could be a play. Yeah, but we seem fairly nicely ahead. It's turn 15. The AI is also doing alright stuff. Drawing mostly. And yeah, let's see. Do we want to play the Imperial Envoy to do some gain and play stuff? Actually, maybe we do some something different this time. And let's draw into this shuffle. Like this. Now we've top decked a gold and a province. We could remake silver into shepherd, state into night watchman, and set up our next turn that way. I think I like that. Unless the idol has the wind's hex once again. Oh no, I think it's out. So the idol will actually, no, the idol will pull a fresh boon. But yeah, we were very close to double province, not quite there. But now here we can buy province duchy and use the night watchman to set up this very nice shepherd hand on top of our shuffle. So this will draw us 6 more cards, and there should be a hunting party among those, and we'll try to do the same once again. So yeah, for the late game, Shepherd of course really likes those green decks and likes stuff to that can help it to set up stuff, and that is Night Watchman in this case. Even though Night Watchman usually is a rather weak card, here I think it shines through. And yeah, hopefully we'll draw this turn. It's looking slightly scary there. Play the Wisp first, play the hunting parties first, and now we don't need to care for even for setting up the next turn, as we will just be able to get through everything, right? How much money is this? This is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Minus 3 is 17, so we have double province in hand. We can remake the shepherd into duchy, and yeah, the night watchman, I guess, into another shepherd. It really doesn't matter. And idle will, like, right, I counted correctly, right? Yeah, okay. Idle lets us trash something, but we don't need that. And we can close out the game with a double province. Yeah, I don't know. This went rather smoothly, I think, even though our shepherd initially bottom decked. This was really, we had really nice draws, like that first reshuffle with buying the remake first and then the hunting party set us up for some really nice trashing. And then when AI pushed for all of this sickness stuff, we were in a better position than AI was, and that meant that it was hurt, yeah, in a much more severe way by it. Like, what was our deck like when? Well, we can see it here when sickness. Well, wait, actually, which turn did sickness trigger? I triggered it here, and then yeah, at this point AI had had a remake. It had remade a few estates into better stuff, but it only had those poets for draw, which it later had to turn into other stuff. While we were humming, we had 2 hunting parties. We had to remake the poet and the shepherd. We're on our way to trashing out those coppers with the actually here I think we skipped trashing out the coppers. No, here we do. But yeah, I like the trajectory our deck took, and it was rather pleasant. But yeah, I'm tired and I need to get to sleep for to be fit for the hike tomorrow. So I will end this one here, and hope you enjoyed this rather rushed style. And I hope I still explained my actions well enough for you to follow. And we'll try to catch you in the next one. Maybe another very late one tomorrow. We'll see. But until then, I will say goodbye.